way to dress. Your teachers were not vying for the dispensing of the most distress and without violating the Geneva Convention. They were trying to make sure that you didn't do something like, me and him are going fishing. Or, Shady and I just saw the cutest guy at the mall. That's what they really wanted you to say. But too many people would go, me. So they wanted to stamp out the misuse of the word me. And instead of stamping out the misuse, they stamped out the word. And people say, well, if I can't use me, myself. Who uses myself incorrectly? 98% of the American-speaking people. From our very esteemed President Tedder, who used myself incorrectly in a speech involving a bicycle and a railroad track, to our very vaunted President Obama, who used myself on national TV during a sporting event. We give him our royal pardon because he was advocating a playoff system for the BCS at the time. So you say, fine, I don't use me anymore, and you have just ensured I will never use myself again. Au contraire, I have given you back me, and you are welcome to use myself correctly. How do you do this? If Ms. Glasscock and Ms. Smith couldn't teach you while they were making you write all those things, how in the world? It's real simple. For one thing, you never, ever, ever screw up her and him with himself and herself. You wouldn't say, Tisha, give himself a ballot. Would you? No. You would say, give me a ballot. You would never, ever say, call herself and see if she's going to come down. Cameron doesn't even do that with the touches. And not out loud anyway. And if you would use him or her, 98% of the time, me is the correct way to use it. Now, for those of you who want to be a bit more inventive, for those of us who are over 40, who have memory problems, for those of us who are not over 40 but love 80s music, you have your own problems. You can think of the very famous Debbie Harry of Blondie belting out, "Call me," for your lover's alibi. You don't have to have that for the alibi, but you can just remember, "Call me." Or you can remember the then very delicious Richard Gere straightening up his French cuffs and remember that it was "Call me." So you can either think of, would I use him or her, or call me. That way you save yourself the embarrassment, because guys, if we use myself incorrectly, it's just as grating as give himself the ballot, for those who speak correctly. And we want to use the best grammar that we can so that we present ourselves in our own majesty state. For all of you who want to go to the next level of grammar, royalty, we will not be discussing comma usage. We will not be discussing semicolon usage, because we are a spoken language. Call me.